Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. It is 10 a.m. and we are whipping out the slow cooker, okay? I am making this really exciting short rib ragu recipe and it has to cook in slow cooker here for like 7 to 8 hours. And I'm really excited. Let's hope it comes out good. I have not used the slow cooker in probably years. We are also 3 days past IUI number 2, so just trying to keep busy, you know, stay distracted. And today is Monday. I have off today, so I'm doing all of my domestic princess tasks. Okay, this recipe is from Sam the Cooking Guide. It will be linked. So we have 2 packs of this short rib from Walmart. This is bone in. So we are going to trim the fat off of this short rib, and then we're gonna take this cast iron pan outside and brown up all sides of this short rib before we put it in the crock pot, because that will give it a lot of flavor. Look at all of this fat that was trimmed off. This is insane. If you leave this fat on, it'll make the sauce too greasy, and we don't want that. You guys, I was carrying the cast iron in from outside and I slipped right here and I banged the cast iron on the floor and I hurt my shoulders so bad. Luckily, everything stayed on the cast iron. But oh my gosh, my whole shoulder and my hip, I just went whoop on the floor. And now I'm cramping and I don't know what that means, but wow, that just totally just like shook me up. I was wearing my shoes, my slippers, because I was carrying the cast iron. I didn't have time to like take my shoes off. Oh no, I stained my shirt. And I think the shoes in combination with the marble floors, they were a little bit wet. I just wiped out. Anyways. Okay, into the crock pot, we have a bunch of seasonings, carrots, onions, that will be listed in the description, but I'm about to start this for 7 hours. That took me 50 minutes, you guys. I am so tired. Okay, I'm honestly like really shaken up from that fall. I'm trying to get over it, but I just cannot believe I slipped like that. I have a to-do list for the day right here. We started on our short rib, which better be freaking good. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I need to run a couple of errands, clean the house, spray for bugs, and do some kind of movement today. I'm gonna keep it really light with the movement, even though it bugs me to death that I have to alter my workout routine, because that's like just the one area of life that brings me so much joy and peace of mind. And when I can't do my normal workouts, it really gets to me. But gonna do, I think I'm gonna do like a walking segment at the gym today and just keep it super simple. The first thing I did when I woke up this morning was go on my phone and go on Instagram, and I saw that Cody Co and Kelsey Kreppel are pregnant, and I'm so happy for them. I've been watching Cody Co specifically for years. He's one of my favorite people, and then I started watching his wife, Kelsey. She's hilarious, and I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of put a damper on my morning because it just brings up feelings of like, dang, again, I can't have that. Everyone else, or it seems like everyone else, I know there's so many of us going through this struggle, but it seems like everyone else can get this thing that I can't get. And I was just reminded of the verse that I read yesterday morning, which I want to read to you guys. So I've been reading the Psalms lately, and it's been really good for me because David, who wrote the Psalms, is going through a big struggle. So he is currently being sought out by his enemies. He's on the run. He's hiding in caves. He's really going through it, and the way he expresses himself to God just so resonates with how I express myself to God. So for example, Psalm 44, verse 23, he says, "Awake, Lord, why do you sleep? Rouse yourself. Do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face and forget our misery and oppression?" But in other verses, he says, for example, Psalm 43:5, "Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God." So the theme here is that we can be crying out to God and asking God, where are you? I don't feel you near me. And at the same time say, yet I will praise you anyway. And our pastor actually said the same thing yesterday at church, which I feel like every single sermon is exactly what I need to hear. It's crazy. And he said the same thing about the Psalms, and I was like, wow, I just have to share this because it's so true. We can be sad and glorify God at the same time. We can have doubt and still honor him and serve him. And I just love that so much. It's a great reminder of being human and nothing is perfect, but we can still be the best we can be. So, okay. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on with me. So let's move on with our day. Let's do a quick tidy. I made a complete mess in here from cooking, so let's clean up. been 30 minutes and I made myself some lunch. We have a open-faced tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread with cheese and then a little bit of red pepper on the side to get some veggies in. I made the mistake of laying down after lunch and now it's freaking 3 o'clock. Ugh. Vinny, why did you let me do that? Terrible mistake. Terrible mistake. Okay, so to wake myself up a little bit, I just made an iced coffee with my Chobani pumpkin spice creamer and it's giving me life right now. Something about afternoons just like really drags me down. Okay, a couple of fun purchases. The first one is a new sweatshirt. You guys know I've been wearing that ratty little H&M basic gray sweatshirt. It looks just like this for years and I finally got a new one, except this one is vintage Florida Gators, which I'm so happy with. The only problem is I ordered a medium and it's a little bit too small for my liking because I want it a little bit oversized. This is from a shop on Poshmark and it was $30 or maybe $35, which is such a good price for sweatshirts in general. And then also to have this vintage design on it. And they have all different kinds of schools. I know not everybody went to UF, go Gators. I think this is such a good find. So I'll link, I don't know if I can link a Poshmark. I'll put the information down below. I messaged the seller to see if I can exchange it and I didn't get a reply, but that's okay. I think I may, I don't know, maybe I will list it on my Poshmark. I don't know. I'll have it in the description if that's the case. Vinny is judging me. And then I also got 2 new bathing suits, which I'm so excited about. So this one is from the brand Triangl, which I've never had anything from them before. And it is this shimmery, super pretty color and material, and the quality, you can tell that the quality is just amazing. And this one is from Gooseberry, so I wanted to do a little comparison between the two. They're both scoop neck, which is the best, most flattering style if you are a AA like me. So I got a small in everything, and I think I need to exchange the bottoms for mediums because they're a little bit too tight. I feel like sometimes I'm doing this whole presentation and it's just Vinny. Like I feel like I'm speaking to her because she's the only one in the room with me right now. But anyways, as you can see, the Triangl bottoms are a little bit higher cut on the sides, which I think is cuter and more flattering. These ones are just cut straight across, which is not as flattering, but you can hike them up. I've already tried them both on and they're both really flattering. However, the one downside is that they don't come with pads. I searched far and wide for a scoop neck bathing suit with pads, and I guess I'm the only one in the world with double A's. So what I'm thinking to do is cut a little slit here and then insert my own pads. And these are not cheap bathing suits. They're almost $100 each, but my idea is that I can pass them down to my daughter one day. And BFFR, you just can't really do that with Amazon or more affordable bathing suits because they fall apart, and there's nothing wrong with that. If a bathing suit served me for a time and a season, I'm so grateful. So anyway, I'm gonna sort through all of my pads and see which ones would be the best fit. Oh, I also forgot to mention that the Triangl bikini came with this carrying case and the Gooseberry one came with this mesh one. So I think Triangl definitely takes the cake on this one. Okay, I made the smallest little incision there, which is similar to what you see in sports bras and such. Let's see if I can get this in there. Okay, here is what it looks like. It's got a nice gold clasp in the back. This is the Gooseberry one. It is adjustable. Can you see my hair? And I just like the way that it scoops you. I think it's super flattering, but imagine this without pads. Like, absolutely not. No, thank you. I'm so obsessed with this color. I think it's so cute. And me and scoop neck are like this. Okay, major fail on the Triangl one. The top layer is so sheer that you can see the pads, and that is just so not cool. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I already cut holes in it, so I can't return it. Maybe I'll take it to a seamstress and have her sew the pad on the back. At least the other one worked out. Okay, I'm gonna go return the bottoms, and it's gonna be awkward because it's one of those returns where you don't have to bag it or anything, so it's gonna be kind of weird just giving the guy this thing, but I'm gonna attach the paper to it so that it's like, I'm gonna like wrap it up and give it to him like that. Just the little things, you know? So let's go do that. I also just want to get out of the house because I'm the type of person that needs to get out at least once a day for my mental health. I'm waiting on AJ to text me back to see if he wants to go to the gym. It's 3:49 I don't know what time he's getting off today, but I need to do something. It's not too sunny out, so maybe I'll go on a walk, but it's just been so unbearably hot this summer. So it's really unpleasant to go on walks a lot of the time, but we gotta do it anyway. We gotta push through. Also, AJ makes me wait until the car heats up at least to 2 notches because apparently it's bad for cars with like turbo or larger engines, I don't even know, to start the car and like start driving right away. So we are at 3. Wow, that was really loud. Wow, that's so loud. Okay, he just said that I should go without him. So I'm actually gonna go change my shoes because I'm wearing slippers and I'm gonna go drop off the thing and then go to the gym. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I never really actually follow that heating thing. It's convenient when I'm vlogging, I'll let the car heat up, but normally I just like zoom out. It's so annoying. AJ, when we're going somewhere, he will make us sit in the driveway for like 10 minutes if the car is not warmed up yet, his car. Just guy things. Well, I was gonna say something else. Oh, it was gonna be about the Botox. So especially from this angle, do you see this muscle right here above this eyebrow? It's just like so prominent, and I notice it in pictures, and sometimes it's really hard for me to not, like, it's so hard for me to relax that muscle. I don't know why. And it's only on that side, because this side, well, maybe I have it on both sides. But I haven't gotten Botox in so long, which is fine. It's just that this bothers me. Like, that's the only thing. I don't mind having expression because I'm really not that, I don't express myself too much, so I'm not worried about wrinkles just yet. But in pictures, like, it's just so prominent, this one right here. So haven't gotten Botox or anything in a long time, and I think I'm not going to until for a while. I just want to know that I'm doing every single thing that I can on my part. That way I can sleep well at night knowing there's nothing that I left, no stone unturned, because otherwise it just eats up at your brain. Like, oh, well, maybe if I didn't get the Botox, maybe if I didn't do this, it would have worked. But no. Okay, I'm home from the gym and the ragu is looking amazing and smelling amazing, and now it's time to take out the bones, and it's so tender that it fell off the bone by itself, so we love that. So I'm gonna pick out all of these bones. I made some fettuccine. I wanted to do parpadelle, I don't know how you say it, but they didn't have that at Walmart and I wasn't gonna like go out of my way, so I got the fresh fettuccine nests from Colavita and I'm so excited. What do you think, Vinny? Let me take you in the bedroom because the lighting is really good in here. This is what it looks like. It looks amazing. I wish the meat was a little more tender. I was trying to pull it apart, and I think that's because I only cooked it for 7 hours instead of 8 or 9, but it's still relatively tender. It's just like not 5-star, you know what I mean? But presentation wise, amazing. Let's dig in. We are also going to test out this alcohol-free wine tonight. You guys were begging me on Instagram to include it in a vlog, so let's check it out. This is the white wine version. I will say it needs a lot of salt. So.
Yes.
Do you think this is gonna explode?
If it does.
Can you?
I'm in my underwear.
We're gonna have to do a taste test, but not really. You don't want to be in it. All right, taste test. I would say that it definitely can, it tastes a little bit like it has alcohol. So
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
If that's what you want, for whatever reason, it's great.
It's pretty good. Just for some reason, the salt keeps getting lost. I don't know where the salt's going.
This is a more bitter option, so I'll try the rosé next. But yeah, definitely could pass. I don't know if it could pass as a real wine because I can tell if there's no alcohol, but it has like that aftertaste of alcohol. So yeah, I definitely forgot to put salt.
You did? Like completely
I think
forgot?
so, yeah. It's really labor intensive, so I won't make this again, but I'm glad and proud of myself for trying. Okay, so final thoughts on everything that we just consumed. This is growing on me. I really like it. I feel like it's a vibe and it elevates whatever dinner that you're having. And I was reading the ingredients and it's literally grape wine, like literal wine that went through the de-alcoholization process, which is crazy. So it's not just like grape juice with some weird chemicals, it's like actually wine, and I'm enjoying it. As far as the ragu, I was telling AJ, it's very low ROI, return on investment, the almost hip replacement that I almost needed, and the hour of prep work plus 30 minutes after the slow cooker. The short rib itself is really, really tasty, but again, I just don't think it's worth the time. I would rather just get it at a restaurant, maybe get a short rib risotto, which is always good. As far as making it yourself, I'll leave that up to you. And I kind of used a mix of 2 recipes, so I'll link both recipes down below. If you're literally bored and you have nothing to do, maybe try it. If you're new here, we don't shower in our master bathroom because of the way that the glass is. I chose this really cute design that's just not practical. So water gets everywhere and it goes under everything and it's just not practical. I really need to replace the glass with something better, but it's expensive, so we don't really care. We just shower in the other bathroom. I always have a bunch of mascara left over, so I take a little bit of Cetaphil and I go under. You know that thing where it's like when guys put on skincare, they go Burt's Bees peppermint chapstick. I would like to try a more natural deodorant. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for deodorant that actually works. Antiperspirant and scent control. Because I've been hearing about some of these natural deodorants that don't even work, so I need one that works. I'm always super red after the shower. And a good tip that I have for you for your mental health is don't stare at yourself in the mirror right after you shower. If you struggle with redness, acne, scarring, anything like that, you are the most inflamed and red and puffy, maybe not puffy, after the shower. So give yourself an hour and then look in the mirror. We shouldn't be staring at ourselves in the mirror anyway for long periods of time, but I feel like we all get caught up in it and we try to like pick our blackheads and pop our pimples. No mirror No mirror for 1 hour after the shower. That rhymes. I also put some on my legs. As far as my to-do list for the day, we did most things, but I didn't get to do any editing or spray for bugs, and I'm honestly okay with that. It's definitely because I decided to take a nap for 2 hours today. Nobody's perfect, right? We will tackle that later this week. Okay, it's 6:30 and I feel like this is becoming a night routine. So we have Vinny over here. I am going to read for a little bit and finish this alcohol-free wine. Typically, I will try to read most days, even if it's just for 10 minutes. I feel like I've been really bad at reading lately, so I'm trying to force myself, especially since I love having early nights. Like I love being like in my pajamas by 6:37 so that we can chill, watch TV, because you guys know I'm in bed by 9. So in order to be in bed by 9, we have to wind down at 7. I don't necessarily recommend this book. It's not in alignment with my Christian beliefs, but my acupuncturist gave it to me, so I am reading through it. And it does have a couple of good concepts in terms of how to stay in the moment and focus on the now and not be so consumed with the past or the future, because all we have is the now. And that really resonates with me because this sounds so like cringy and annoying, but I did minor in philosophy in college and I had to write this long, like 20-page paper on the theory of space and time. And the theory of time has always just like really fascinated me. But basically, it is so true that the only thing that exists is this moment. When we think about the past and when we think about the future and we get anxious or sad or even happy, those are things that we create for ourselves in our mind. They don't actually exist. This book has been a good reminder to focus on the moment and not consume my mind with the past or the future, because they just don't exist and they are basically irrelevant to a certain extent. But again, I don't agree with the spirituality part of this book because I am a Christian. I do believe in God, the God of the Bible, so just keep that in mind. But in terms of just a healthy reminder to focus on the present, it also gives you a couple of techniques on how to do that, because we can all talk about it and theorize about it, but when it comes down to it, it's like, okay, what do we do day to day to actually try to be present, if that makes sense? But I also want to get back into reading fiction. I love fiction, specifically thrillers. So if you guys have any catchy, good thrillers, let me know. I canceled my Kindle Unlimited because I've been in a reading slump. I do believe that it's a great service if you guys want to do Kindle Unlimited. Basically, I think it's like $10 a month, something around that range, and you get lots of free books on your Kindle. I'll link that down below where you can sign up. Let's try to read and not fall asleep. My goal, by the way, let me wrap this up. My goal is to not start watching TV until 7. All right, it's 7:34. Not gonna lie, I was on TikTok for a little bit, but we're watching Swagger on Apple TV, and it's really, really good. I love shows about sports for some reason.
Ted Lasso is also pretty good.
AJ is currently obsessed with Ted Lasso. Friday Night Lights is also a great show, but we've been kicked out of Netflix for like a while now, probably 6 weeks. So we haven't been on Netflix, so we've just been scouring Apple TV, Hulu. I think we have HBO Max through AJ's family, so RIP to Netflix. I'm really upset at what they did.
Oh, are we really missing anything?
I mean, until that one good show comes out and we can't watch it, but then...
What one good show?
I don't know, like a future good show might come out and then we can't watch it, or we have to pay. Vinny, you want treats? You want treats? Yeah?